I'm pressing record right now as well. My data is that I want more money. Well, I guess you're probably technically right. All right. What am I doing? I need to show you my face. I don't need to show you my face. I need to hide something while I get the clean feed set up. Still waiting for the clean feed to start. Ooh. Bloody hell. All right, let's do that. And then, can you see it? You can't see it. Now you can. Ooh. Thank you, Gil, for the Prime. Yeah, I'd very much expect Quartz to play all the games. I think Quartz Psycho in for all the games is very much the expectation. Will there be price changes coming into playoffs? Yeah, I imagine it's going to be fairly minimal. I'll see what the data says after this weekend and all that. I'll give it a thorough perusing, but I'd expect not too many. Free, Rowan, free. Why is my webcam so arse? What do you mean? Feels like it's how it always is. Maybe it's a bit dark in my room. Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah. The sun is just setting. It's too bright. Looks extra pasty. Just a bit bright and out of focus. I can give it a clean. Hold on. I've actually got some tissue here. Hold on. Better? Worse? The same. Maybe placebo, but I think better. Yeah. Supports have been so high scoring this stage. Yeah, the healing buff. Probably more the lighting than anything else. Oh, yeah. Yeah, supports have been, obviously, classic next to the PC tissues. I've got a cold. Grow up, Fluoro. Head out of the gutter, please. How were the Asia games earlier? Yeah, pretty good, actually. By which I mean one of the two games was good. The way Crazy Raccoon series, really entertaining. Some pretty pop-up performances from a lot of players. Crazy Raccoon, spoiler warning, won the game. And then T1 versus Zeta was just kind of sad. You know? Like, you know, sometimes it's fun to shit on a team or be like, oh, look at these guys. But the Zeta one just felt kind of sad, you know? Like, it's just been beaten up too many times. You know, there's no joy left in beating them. It just kind of happens now, and this was a particularly, you could see they faded. They really faded as the series went on. It felt like they felt like a beaten team by the end of it. And then we watched a little bit of China, didn't we? Because there was some drama. By drama, I mean exciting results. Where there was a lower bracket, I want to say semi-final, between Rock and Milk Tea. So elimination game, and obviously at that point in China, they're actually playing to qualify for Stockholm. So this is a spoiler warning for all this as well, if you were saving for China games, which probably puts you in rare company. Milk Tea beat Rock Esports. They eliminated them. Flora, the skipper. He skipped Stockholm. So an absolute disaster. You know how I was saying it's, you know, Zeta have been beaten up too many times for it to still be funny? I feel like the Rock one's still funny. You know? Because the Rock one isn't just losing, oh, you lost to T1. You know, how, that's not too embarrassing, really, right? Most people lose to T1. But losing to Milk Tea, and I don't mean this as discredit to Milk Tea. Like, I've you know, we watched like the last sort of map and a half, and I thought they actually played pretty well. But bloody hell, Rock have 2 Korean imports. Fuck, they have to be doing better than that. Oh. Alright, let me just adjust my lighting. We can lock in. Ooh. You're an OA fan, so when you saw him, I mean, it's just... There's something funny about... It's like when Falcons fail, you know? Like when Falcons fail, it's just inherently funny. Because you know they spent so much money compared to everyone else just to get fucked up. Wait, have you got... Oh, what am I doing? Oh. I was so confused. I was like, what's that on my camera? And I realised it's Mr. X's fucking plant. Well, that's not even a plant, is it? Some kind of dragon? You ever mistake dragons for plants? Are these things on? Fuck. All the time? Yeah, I mean, if it happens to you all the time, you must hate going outside. So scary. Are we getting giveaways today? We certainly are, HSQC. If you missed the previous announcements of the giveaways, I'll tell you again, because there's a lot of giveaways to give away. Where am I going? I want this one. All right, we are giving away a whole bunch of stuff, various skin bundles, pool party bundles, Hero Academia bundles, Nerf bundles, but also, maybe most excitingly, one of each of these bundles. So you see they're grouped into threes. That's the bundle. There are 3 bundles, and they're a pack of 3 each. Pack of 3 sets of teams. So 9 skins in each bundle. So that'll be after North America. After North America. I was hoping it would give me more detail, but this button doesn't do anything. It's an imaginary button that just sends you to the top of the page. It's not a real button, but okay. But yeah, worth 4,500 Overwatch coins. Not too shabby. Actually worth 9,900, but it is on sale. Oh no, 7,500. I'm looking at the wrong one. 7,500, and that's even half off. Wait, Fitz is for Rock Coach? Yeah, Fitz is for Coach. Flora's on the team, Belosria's on the team, and none of them are going to Stockholm. Wait, did they lose to Milk? They sure did. They sure did. Yeah, they're literally just eliminated. There's no redemption, there's no LCQ, there's no run it back. This was in the lower bracket. They were already in the lower bracket. So yeah, on the flip side of that as well, if you don't know, is Weibo are our first team officially qualified to Stockholm, which is the least surprising result of the day, but it's true. Milk Tea is for future. Well, they still haven't qualified themselves yet. They need to get past Team CC and such. So there's there's a lot more to happen. Reg for GOAT? Yeah, I mean, Reg played actually really well. There was a couple of insane clutches there. Honestly, Eileen may be the actual difference maker in the end, but like those sort of final moments, but can't complain. You were mixing up some purple drink. I mean, maybe I need some more cough syrup soon. My voice feels okay at the moment. How does the broadcast fantasy even work? I don't know. I think they did like a snake draft. So rather than just having a budget and buying players, all the players are in one pool and then everyone takes turns picking a player until everyone has a full team or you run out of players. But I'm pretty sure they use I don't think they've ever said for scoring like line for line, but I'm pretty sure they use the scoring we used in stage 2. So, might have been a little daylight robbery. What am I looking at?
OWCS just hits different when you're here, and this, it could be you.
What am I watching? Thank you, Mask, for the 9 months.
Predict your champions on the DHL website, and you can join me at the OWCS finals in Stockholm.
What a crazy match we are having tonight. Wait.
Hit the DHL website before stage 3 ends. Time's ticking.
You know what? I was thinking about this just in the week. Right. So I was, not that I'm obsessed and not that I have a problem, but I was thinking about this earlier in the week. You know what the problem with the DHL robot is? You know what the problem is? So this robot's job is to deliver stuff, right? It's not about he's not sexy enough.
Get this clanker off my screen.
Thank you, Derpy Jake. You know what the problem is, right? So he has one job. His job is to deliver us highlights. And I have no problem that his job is to deliver us highlights. Maybe even a noble profession in many ways. You know what the problem is, though? Whenever he does it, he fucking gloats, doesn't he? He's just like, or whatever. That was a pretty spot on impression, I think we can all agree. But he just makes these egregious noises celebrating that he's just done his job. Like, I don't know. I feel like whenever I finish the stream, I don't sing a little song or make a bunch of sounds. Making it all about himself, exactly. Like, does anyone else's washing machine also take the piss? Like, my washing machine, I think it's a Samsung brand. Other brands are available. But whenever it finishes doing the washing, it makes a sound, right? Which is good. You want it to make a sound so it lets you know it's done. But it doesn't just make a sound like some, you know, it plays its entire fucking entrance music. Why does it need to play that? Why does it need to play that? I have a Samsung washing machine as well. Like, why does it play the whole song? Why does it need to be so long? And that's kind of how I feel about the DHL Clanker as well. And I'm like, look, I'm so happy for you that you did your job. I'm so happy that you did your job. But can you just shut up about it, you know? Other people have jobs too, and we don't bang on about them. I respect the showmanship. No. If everyone did that in life, I'd make everything so tedious. Imagine you go and buy a piece of gum from a store, and then every time the cashier completes a transaction, they sing a little song. I would love that. No, shut up. Should be no, yeah, but you have to.
The Australian.
Thank you, Sunderol. What I was gonna say is, but it's not like a good song, you know? Like when that. Wait until we hear it again, right? Wait till the DHL robot delivers us some clips, and then tell me if that's like a banger, right? It's not a banger, is it? It's just noise. Like the Go Compare guy? Yes, but aren't the Go Compare adverts famously annoying? Your rice cooker sings Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Yeah, but you see what's happened there, Aiden? is you've just been conditioned like one of Pavlov's dogs. Whenever it plays Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you know the rice is ready. Got you salivating. It's unfortunately... Being clicker trained by a rice cooker? Fuck. You got me motivated, think I'm gonna sing songs when I finish the dishes? Fuck, what have I started? I was trying to advise against it, and all I've done is create more of it. Someone please calm down, Mr. Snailman. A lot of Japanese car companies have their giant stamping machines play little jingles when they need attention. What, like when they need like a change of like ink or something? I feel like it sounds cute, but if you worked there, I bet you hate that noise. I think that's the difference. That's why I think the DHL robot pisses me off. Not because it's unreasonable that robots make noises when they do something, but just because I work here. So I have to hear it all the time. Exactly. It's just, yeah. Thank you, Kizzy, for the 17 months. Welcome. I can't listen to Mariah Carey because of years of work in retail. Yeah, I remember when I worked at Sports Direct. Oh my god, Sports Direct. So they would have music on in the store, right? But they wouldn't pay for proper music, as in licensed music. You know, like it wouldn't just be songs from the radio or stuff like that. They would just buy like cheap copyright music. So it would just sound like knockoff versions of really generic pop songs. And it would just be one CD every month. One CD that was like 3 hours long. Imagine one CD, 3 hours long, and you work 5 days a week. And all of the songs are arse. Fuck. That was painful. It's torture? Exactly. And you know what? I've told you this before. I don't know. I always bring it up because it's such a funny number. But my wage at the time when I worked at Sports Direct, £4 5 pence an hour. Can you believe it? I mean, you probably can because I've told you a whole bunch now, but can you believe it? Yes, it was minimum wage. I was 16 at the time, so at the time, damn you, Rich, grow up, Juby. It was the minimum wage was like £6 something at the time, maybe, but the minimum wage if you were under 18 was yet less. So I started when I was 16. So it was for those I worked there for 2 years, not 100 years ago, not 60 years ago. I'm not that old.
50-point penalty for Hitori TR33 Siko Galaskuft, so help me God.
Toby, thank you for the 12 months, firstly. But secondly, are you, for someone who invented fantasy, you're really bad at fantasy. How have you spent minus 50 and you still don't have 2 VP and 2 Team Liquid players? Can we get some coaching going for Tobes? Alright, should I go speak to Max? Because it looks like we're getting into this. Good morning.
Does Morello look depressed to you?
I've not looked at him. Is he okay?
Rewind. I mean, he does not look okay.
Oh. He looks like he's sick.
He looks crestfallen. Like he doesn't look good at all.
Which team does Morello support? Did his team lose on Thursday or something?
I don't don't know. Usually when we're talking about what teams he supports, he usually wears an appropriate like hat and hoodie to inform you.
He's just got a plain shirt.
How do I know what New York sports team Morello's sad about right now if he's not wearing a hat and hoodie to accompany?
He was
Good morning, Raven.
Everyone said he was a big Rock Esports fan. He was up so early. He was up at like 3 a.m. to catch his favourite team, Rock Esports, qualifying for the major. He was so excited to meet him in Stockholm. He wanted to meet his favourite player, Belos Ria. And then...
Disaster
John Paul
struck.
called. Oh.
He's a Saudi. Maybe he's a Saudi E-League fan. Yeah, he's saddened by the developments in the SEL admitting side.
He part-times as Junkbuck's accountant, which is why he's in a particularly sour mood this week.
That's grim. Oh. Who's playing right now? Alcad versus
Gen.G.
Oh god.
It's possible
grim fixture.
EMEA is not... I mean, maybe actually Morello's real problem is he's seen the fixture list for EMEA today.
He's realised the game that he's casting. Oh. And he's like, no fucking way. It's not going to happen. I mean,
one of those,
I'm actually so on board with Morello right now. For like,
thank you, Sam the Moonman Zero, for the 3 months.
Oh shit, Crandot with a completely unexpected raid. Thank you so much. Holy smokes. Thanks, Cran. We're back. And just like that, I'm excited about the fixtures again. Let's tap in. Thanks, Cran.
All right, so Fantasy Heads potentially in shambles here as Chase is starting today. Don't think a lot of people would have seen that one coming. Should we do some numbers? 24,
yeah.
23.
Just works,
22.
Mate. Just works. We're just on.
Chase is on ball. Backbone is on May. Diva has been banned to try and help enable the ball a little bit here. For now, Lupta just charging up this rail. Gen.G playing relatively slow. Interesting to see him use the May here as opposed to the Sim, as opposed to a Reaper. I imagine Zodial might be getting a few more bubbles in some of these situations here. Also, Brig Kiri from Gen.G in all of this as well. So a few sort of twists on the comp we saw him have some pretty big success with against TM last week.
Vagrant Goose, thank you very much for the prime as well. Welcome back. Happy 3 months. Push in main is good for Gen.G. Right away, Zodial, the raid boss, just walks up onto both Kellex and Checkers both. Qadsiah, a real change of pace here, adopting the Kellex Wu Yang. I feel like this is something they've been avoiding for weeks now, or at least leaning away from compared to a team like Twisted Minds. But now they're just rolling out with it, map 1, with all the choice, all the luxury. And Gen.G, I mean, Brig Kiri, Zarya, Cass, I feel like it's a very difficult to isolate, very difficult to kill team. And Backers right now just going down to a snare, actually. So he's going to have to bubble right away.
Yes, Suzu too.
TP and Suzu from Canale. Crispy's just rolled off the map. Chase has gotten 2 with that one. And like I said, this is an easy to kill backline for sure. Because that was just the biggest piss take of a fight I've ever seen. Thank you very much, Purple Quasar, for the 3 months. Welcome back.
So scary to play on that coast up against the ball, and that's exactly why you just get sent flying. And a good first fight is all undone immediately, and now Gen.G have to be very careful because Landon has a Kitsune Rush advantage, so Qadsiah have the chance to start this fight when they want to. Gen.G nearly a Blizzard, nearly a Deadeye, but they're on a pretty slow comp. They just have to waddle around in a bit of a bunker, but they've lost backbone early. Now they're just going to try and get out of there unsuccessfully. Landon's going to get all of these kills, didn't even need the Kitsune Rush. It's a triple.
Yeah, looking easy for Qadsiah now. Just waiting for Kellex to get that Tidal Blast online, and then we are going to have 5 ultimates. 4.
All right, Morello.
It wasn't a W nap. It wasn't a W nap to answer your questions, but yeah, good position for Alcad right now. Big open space, hard for Gen.G to actually close that gap. They want to rotate around, box in Lubda and Kellex, but no easy opportunities here. The cross through main happens actually. We're going to see 3 bodies on the point. Canale's burned the Suzu, but Zodiel's actually found the opening pick onto Checkers. It's a 4v4 now with a rally on the point, but Kelix has found another kill onto Canale. Blizzard inside the green room finds nothing. Backers with the off angle. Will find another kill with the help of Tread though, so maybe, just maybe, Gen.G can come out on top of this one.
Yeah, bubble onto the slam. Somehow Chase gets through that wall. That one doesn't seem fair. Drop the wall. Let Tread get involved. Tread now trying to beam him down when there's a tidal blast out onto Checkmate. He's got 1 kill. The Grav Kitsune Rush will delete in his backline, though. Need to help Zodiel out of this. But just when they needed to, Gen.G have got themselves over to point and flipped it.
Massive now. Qadsiah just going to have to play the next few fights without any ultimates whatsoever. Gen.G, I feel like their neutral fight is pretty solid, unless of course Qadsiah have them balled up on the back of point and they can just repeatedly boop and snare. But you can see out in the open, Zodiel once again just moving forward. Raid boss Cassidy trying to find targets. This time around though, the flip is being heavily threatened. Kelix has gone to point with Checkmate, and now Gen.G are going to get dragged all the way back. Zodiel's stuck outside, but backers little icicle onto Libta to open things up. Absolutely critical.
Slam from Chase, but more just trying to farm ult and properly engage. Backbone is playing this big off angle, and oh boy, does he need some help right now. He's going to try and wall himself off. Checkmate's pushing that one. Backbone's getting a bubble to help him cross. He's got Kaneo with him as well, so Backbone crosses all the way across back to point. No problem. He's nearly got another Blizzard as well here, and all of a sudden it looks quite winnable for Gen.G. He's going to wall on the coast here to deal with the ball. High Noon in front from Zodiel finds a whole lot of nothing, but actually was enough to get Landon. Tread able to finish that one off. Push forward, looking for more. Slam behind. Might get, yeah, he's going to get boot back in. He's going to take loads of damage. Chase might die late here. And now, all of a sudden, looking very winnable for Gen.G.
I think Checkers was back behind as well. They're trying to poke him out, but he escapes off into the night. Either way, Qadsiah, a very difficult final fight ahead of them. They're going to have the Kitsune Rush and the Minefield eventually. First tap is secured by Checkmate as well. Kellex ping-ponging on through the garden. But there are great ultimates on live for Gen.G. Kellex and Landon are both just dead in main. No hope here for Qadsiah unless Checkmate and Chase can 2v5 with the Minefield not even on the point.
Yeah, the Minefield just for decoration. There's a bit of a Kitsune Rush as well. They do get a kill onto Zodiel, but there's no touch. And Gen.G have taken the first round. Huge result here for Gen.G.
Oh my, Qadsiah having some real trouble against the Protect the President comp. You can see this pocketed Cassidy giving them constant trouble. It feels like every single fight Zodiel's come alive with a first pick or some huge value in the neutral. Just walking forward and beaming down targets from Alcad. Now they're making a little bit of a change over to the Freya rather than, what was it, Sojin for Libda. More open map, so, you know, more possibility perhaps to carry on the ball and the Freya both. But Gen.G, I mean, such a rock-solid opening. 2-2 for Crispy.
I mean, if you look at the kill feed or the scoreboards here, you wouldn't know Gen.G were winning, but they sure are. But that's the nature sometimes of playing the bunker comp. They like to stand in one place, they like to be on the objective, but they are good at controlling that space. And this time it's Sim from Backbone. So I think the May... oh, fuck. Chill out, Zodiel. Deletes Lubza there. No chance for him to have any damage with any of those bolts, and that might just
running
be...
it down.
Yeah, he's just pushing it in. It's weird, because on, like, when it's, like... When they have the Reaper, obviously Backbone takes all of the bubbles. But now on these ones, it's actually Zodiel who's getting the hard pocket in all these situations, so Zodiel can just run around. If you watched this morning, you would have seen Lip and Max try and play a similar style on Junkertown. But here, Zodiel is more than getting it done. Backbone's dealt with Lubda now, and Lubda just can't get a look in.
Unreal performance right now coming through from the Gen.G DPS. So you're trying to land in again. Kellex back of bridge, can't even pick up the health pack, just gets beamed 100-0. And Qadsiah, there are no openings for them. Checkmate right now is being hunted by half of the entire Gen.G roster as they're all pushing back to their own spawn for him. But Checkmate simply too slippery, will escape off into the night. Oh, though Qadsiah, they still don't have much of anything. Landon and Kellex both so far from ultimates. Chase setting up forward engagement. Slam comes through on the point. Catches Kaneo only. Gets flashbanged, and he will go down to Crispy and Zodiel together. So once again a 5v4. Once again Kellex being pushed on the bridge. Headshot snaps through. Zodiel just on a heater right now. And Chase is going to abandon the wheel. Makes the swap over to Hazard, which I don't think digs Qadsiah out of the hole by any means.
No, not at all. Big ult deficit as well for Qadsiah to wrestle with here. And it is a rough look. Lupta's going over to the Sojourn right now, but look at this ult economy for Gen.G. Nearly got a 5 bank here, and we're approaching last fight. It could just be over here and now. Backbone is marking checkers on the point as Chase is going to take some space on the choke. Kitsune Rush comes out a little bit shallow from Kanail here. They're trying to push for kills. Chase, half HP, trying to get out. Pulse bomb behind from Checkmate finds nothing. TP to try and hunt Checkmate down. He's going to double back and go the other way, but Backbone's everywhere. He forces Checkmate even further back. Grav out the choke. Defensive Tidal Blast in play. Now the Kitsune Rush to keep pushing. Tread actually catches that stun. Awfully low. Drops the bubble. A rally is out. Does get bashed up. Tread is 1 HP. TP's towards the coast. TP's to safety, actually. His backline have stabilized off the back of Crispy's rally as well. It's messy from Gen.G, but they still have more ults. Backbone dies before he uses the Symbol, though. Oh, what a missed opportunity here for Gen.G.
Freya Kenzie, thank you for the 3 months. Bois, indeed. Welcome back. Tread's found 2 here in the scrap on point. Suzu on him, keeps him going. Can he give us a third? He walks down land and he has given us a third. Symbol's up now. Mr. No thoughts. No thoughts about that one. But Backbone's back in the mix. Chase, 50 HP in a dream. One right click away from a victory here, but they can't finish the kill. And Kanail's gone down to checkers on the point. So maybe these thoughts have actually gone completely astray for them. Crispy's found checkmate in all of this. He's got the angle up in main. Downpour comes out just to catch Zodiel, which will displace him from the pillar. Crispy slashed off the point too, and somehow, some way, Qadsiah clutched this one out. Just tragic that they could not get those ultimates online. Now they've invested heavy into this. They have to swap again. Get back onto what you want.
Yeah, back on Zarya. They can use the TP obviously here to help with the rotation, start to play an objective-focused game there, but they have to be a little bit careful just because they've got that high noon, but Qadsiah have plenty of ults on the horizon to respond with. Double support ult and overclock, everything they could want to engage. Checkmate's actually hiding on the left here, I think, but Backbone's going to ignore him, go straight over to point. This does mean Checkmate is behind with a pulse bomb.
High Noon comes out early from Zodiel. Checkers can't get the pulse. Backers has already forced his recall. Clock is out now for Lubda. Got to be careful if you're a Gen.G frontliner. No, you don't have to be careful because Zodiel's done it again. He's taken down poor Lubda. Back and forth trades, but this Kitsune Rush enables Qadsiah to just clean up on Gen.G's frontline. But crucially, the flip came through. So all of those ultimates for Alcad, and they're only at 30%.
Still a couple of fights in this as well, so Gen.G with multiple attempts, and this time their ult bank is going to look a little better here. Kitsune Rush, maybe a symbol partway through the fight as well, as long as they can avoid big value from this Tidal Blast, but they've got bubbles for it, they've got the Suzu for it, they've got a TP to dodge it. Lots of ways to get away from this Tidal Blast. Imagine it might go Checkmate's way. It looks like they're trying to line up a TP towards point. The Tracer is marking it, but Checkmate can't do much but just watch it come through. Now coming through, that's one bubble and Suzu out. Maybe an opportunity. It can nail, but Kitsune Rush still goes off though. Symbol is not available yet. Main source of healing is gone though. They're playing to get some trades, but they're going to be forced all the way back. That's a disaster start. TP out actually, so Tread can save this energy, which is, oh, maybe not. Wall up a choke. Chase goes for it, and Tread kills himself. Great chase by Chase, and now all of a sudden Qadsiah are right back in this.
Oh, it's Downpour versus potentially 3 ultimates for Gen.G in the next turn. Kanail on Ana in spawn. That's simply, yeah, that's not going to fly.
Cheeky sleep.
No sleep there.
They're going Dojo.
Yeah, Gen.G, they TP Dojo. They symbol early. What? Now they're walking up, but this is going to be another easy kite here for Qadsiah. Gen.G are so nervous with these plays. What is going on? Now they step forward. They try to bully Alcat off the point, but that's a symbol for essentially nothing. They TP and then they wall just to walk to the point when they had enough time to make a 2-step rotation. Bizarre errors coming out from Gen.G right now. Now the Downpour, the Pulse, both available. Oh, Cyclone for Chase. He might have fed his life away here. Oh, no. Tread, save Tread. Nobody saves Tread. Crispy's in Mozambique with the rally, and Checkmate's killed 2 in the meantime. So Qadsiah, they're going to win this. Come on.
Qadsiah have robbed the bank here, and Gen.G have barely even realised it. That was going to be a rally grab. True, yeah. Well, the bank has been robbed, but the safe was open the entire time, so whose fault is it really? That's an absolute, that one's going to sting for Gen.G as well. Need to make sure they keep their heads in this situation because they've clearly shown they have the ability, the capability to beat Qadsiah today, but I just need to hold their nerve because there were multiple opportunities, maybe 3 separate occasions where they had clear advantages to win the fight, or the ults to win the fight, and didn't even come close. Really sad way to go down on Garden there, but we'll move to Control Center to decide it.
It's good wide alert. Thanks for adding that. Did Ziad die? Who's to say, Chris? Who's to say? Alrighty. Qadsiah just playing Hazard off spawn now. Backbone, third hero of the map. Now he's on big reaps. Checkmate in the server side. Already been headshotted out. Had to take the pack early. That's going to significantly reduce his downtime here. He starts pressing forward. He's on top of Canale, but Canale hits the shot again. There goes the recall now. Pack's gone as well, so it's going to be really hard for Checkmate to sustain in here. Slide across the point for Zodial is a huge change, having Zodial on the Sojin instead of the Cassidy, though. And you can see he's already so squishy. Zodial, Crispy, both go down. And, I mean, Kellex has been traded, but is it going to be enough? I fear
Tread's
not.
got second, but
Second
yeah,
trade,
Canale's
there's
dead.
no healers.
He's too low, yeah. Yeah,
Man,
I imagine...
there's no way that now they can't play Cass.
Yeah.
Or they're changing Cass, maybe? Crispy's gone Brig? Yeah, they're changing.
Yeah, well, I think the idea between the Sojin was when Backbone is playing Reaper, he requires a lot of the bubbles to play the way they want to play, the way they did last week against Twisted Minds, with him very much being the initiator. But when he's on taking all the bubbles, there's not the bubbles for the Cass. So a switch both ways around now. We can probably send more of those bubbles back towards Zodial in all of this, but they need to try and get Chase off of the high ground here. It's a pretty awkward point to force when the opposing team have all these different sides they can poke you from. You see Tread already down to half HP. Big trouble, has to back it all the way up. Kitsune Rush to keep pushing now, and Landon still needs 10% before he gets his. So the point force is on, but they need to swing and clear Chase. It's Kellex who actually gets the opening pick now. Checkmate is harassing Backbone on the side, and it's a big backstep now, and Tread's in all sorts of trouble. Little dink on him. Kitsune Rush from Landon to Chase, and they will be able to get that kill. Wall into spawn to deal with that one as well, and no escape from these remaining Gen.G players.
It's an absolute tragedy taking place for Gen.G right now. Just shit in the sheets. Just shit in the sheets. Now they come back in, they still don't have any ultimates. Canale's made 4 hero swaps in spawn. He's onto his 5th hero as he gets back over to the Kiriko. But we're already at 60% for Qadsiah. It's been very clean on this point. Really no resistance for Gen.G at all. A couple of trades that make no difference whatsoever to the point cap. Checkmate does get scouted out by Tread's right click behind, but nobody's even turned for him. Now the downpour is out. Tidal Blast 2. Stomp hits nobody through all of this. Check it. Backwards! Goes down to a pulse not converted onto him. Rally from Crispy to keep him going, and Chase will fall. Now it's important to get bodies on the point and maybe get the cap before like 9%. The touch is dodgy here, but at 87%, maybe a dirty fight loss could secure Gen.G another fight, maybe, but I mean, it's a big ask. No Tracer to hide in the wings. Gen.G though, they've only had to use the rally to win that fight, which is absolutely critical. Nice rally there from Crispy. And Qadsiah actually spent real heavy. The fact that they used Downpour and Tidal Blast and Pulse for one singular kill, and it was Backbone walking onto it. Good start. Grav is out, Symbol is out. Chase is completely isolated, but also hasn't lost a single tick of HP. And can somebody get Chris to like give 50 lashings to Jamie or something? What are these Symbols?
It's going to be cleanup for them as well. Thank you, Goober, as well, for the prime. Nice trade there from Lubda, but I don't know if it'll be enough. They need to be a little bit careful here without their Kiriko as they walk forward, but should be able to pick him up from spawn. That was Grav and Symbol invested, though. So big investment for Gen.G, and now they've just got the high-noon Kitsune Rush for this one. Still advantage, though, but after this fight, they will be at a big disadvantage. And the ops have been shallow, but actually Lubda just goes down early to Zodial. A big opening. Zodial with a second one as well. He will get traded, but I think he's done enough damage. Bubble here to defend them from Chase as well. They're forcing Chase back. He's so low. They're all going to get beamed down. And Gen.G, they are right back in this, and they didn't have to use a single ult.
Well, Phobos, thanks for the 9 months. Welcome back. Appreciate that, mate. All right. Qadsiah, suddenly, a little bit worse for wear. The Kitsune Rush can be online in a moment, but Gen.G still have ults to play with, and this very much could be the last fight. If Alcad play this one slow, Downpour, Tidal Blast also available, Pulse, potential. Backbone holding the high ground right now.
TP.
High Noon comes out from Zodial. He's walking forward real slow-like, looking for a target. Finds Landon, but he's also face-to-face with Chase. Will be deleted. Huge scrap taking place in main right now. Tread trying to muscle up. Back as 2, but the Suzu's out. Crispy, we're 1 bash away from the rally right now. He blocks the downpour. It looks good. Looks very winnable right here. But
Tread
the
needs help.
overclock... So close. Tread needs all the help in the world. He gets nothing. The stomp converts onto backers. Tread is down. And where are the kills for Generation G? Oh.
There's no kills. They're generating nothing right now. Backbone and Tread die just before their ultimates as well. Now it is going to be a rush touch. Tread is going to sacrifice that Grav to give a touch to get the touch on ball. Backplane desperate for this symbol, but it's a tough one.
Oh, Canale's dead before the tap. Nobody gets the tap. And Gen.G, I mean, they put up an honest fight on map 1, but I mean, they will be kicking themselves all week long about that garden, because that was absolutely criminal. Nothing ever happens in the EMEA OWCS. Nothing at all. Called my happening guy. He said it was a quiet day. Like,
I feel like as well,
God.
if that map goes to Gen.G, the series is just on, you know? Like, it's confidence up. Qadsiah, you know, Lucy Twister's minds yesterday. Bad start today, and then all of a sudden anything can happen. But seems very much nothing is happening. Chase went 43 and 5. Did anyone take a Chase Gambit this week? Is anyone if anyone's clinically insane and taking the Chase Gambit today?
To be honest, like the people that are winning on the Chase Gambit, it's probably like Matt Morello or something. You know, like it's like a week 1 snake draft roster. You know, that's how you got Chase on your roster right now. Did I miss anything good? You possibly missed map of the week, Bonker 1, so I wouldn't worry about it. Bonkerel, like. Yeah,
I'm grabbing a drink. I'm gonna try not to choke to death during the next one. Choking worse than Gen.G. Low hanging fruit.
Yeah. You're eating a crunch wrap? Is it any good, Juice? Oh, man. How lose? How lose? How'd they lose the ult scrap? Let's go back and watch. The big ult fight here. High noon up through main. I guess just because Zodial doesn't have a TP to ping pong back and forth, he just walks to death. He was like really close to living here too, though. Like that's a rail swing that kills him. Like he's out from checkers and chase both. Like if Libda doesn't hit that shot, doesn't swing and hit that rail, it's really on. And here, I mean, it's still kind of winnable, but at this point, like I think Crispy had to like get over towards Tread and like stop Tread from dying, and that's just like the most unreasonable ask in the world. Like even if he gets over to Tread, like I'm not sure the Tread would actually survive, but they needed Tread to live until he could have that grab online. Backer's wound up in the server too. Just tuned in. Did OWCS ban Lucio? They're European, PK. Very different interpretations of the game across the pond. That's where the cover is ironic. Can't all stand on top of each other on the point, you see. Love Straubs, thanks for the 4 months. Dono War? What's the Dono War for? Welcome back, thank you. What are we Dono Walling for? Everyone get your Preds in now. Redistribute the wealth. What is this? Solaris plus Team Pack giveaway. Winners contacted October 13th at 9 AM PT. You seeing this, homosexual? Onto what player you would go bald for him to come back. I don't give a fuck if a player stays retired or not. I'm keeping my hair.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I've got the cough syrup.
Oh, God. Oh, you can't put down that muddy purple shit.
Just tastes so good.
Dip tree fixer.
Thank you, Aristophanes. Yeah, pretty good looking team. Pretty good looking team.
Yeah,
I'd give it a 4.8 out of 5 actually.
Oh, what's up, Rowan?
That's too high. Maybe I'm going to downgrade it to a 4.2. I think the dip is the weak link.
Guys. Ryan Mirror, we've got a King's Row pick. Oh god.
Peps have a double though. Yeah, I think Dip's just gonna not score well in. Well, he's gonna have a one-on-one double.
They have a hard double, right?
Yeah, it's like VP and it's VP and good guys, so one of them might be okay. Bro was shot in coughs. The bottle was it was the last of a bottle, guys. I'm not addicted. I can stop whenever I want.
He can't put down that muddy purple shit. Like
if they didn't want me to drink it, why did they make it taste so good? Thank you, Knob Bruntley, for the 7 months.
Repulsive.
What? You don't like cough syrup?
Tastes awful. It's
That's it.
Sweet.
That's it. I'm getting. I'm gonna get you a pint of cough syrup at Stockholm, and then you'll change your mind.
You're not gonna convert me. X's cup muddy. Like no kidding. No kidding.
Like people have been saying this about me.
Alcad. Chase still in. Zarya now. Ooh. Is it ram time? Like, what's the method here?
Chase is still in. I wonder if Qadsiah have just done. It's a chase. You know, like what did I do against Quick as well, where it's just a chase series basically. Yeah, so it's just a chase week. So if you've been hanging on to Ziad this whole time, fuck. In short. And it's going to be Venture this time from Backbone off the back of the Reaper ban. Obviously, this is one of the maps they beat Twisted Minds on previously. Backbone going to get a little bit of a bubble, force him back, but needs to wait for his next cooldown cycle now before he takes too much further control here. But obviously, Venture, historically, a very good matchup into the Sims. So I think I actually like the look of Gen.G's comp a lot here comparatively.
Oh my. I mean, Zodiel's already taken top. He's got the help of Crispy. Crispy's got that dog in him, just runs it in, but Backers has his own mind and tries to boop chase 100 charge Zarya back into his team. That's not going to fly, so down he will go. TP up top, no opportunity for Crispy to boop, but Zodiel does swing and just goes down to a couple of shots in the snare. Landon will fall. I think we're a little bit out of sync. You might be a tiny bit ahead.
59.
Number 59, 58. 57, 56,
just works.
55. Backers is in the back, but you should probably cast at this point. Hi, Raspberry Racer fan.
Backbone's going to get out alive, though, and Kaneo actually has a quicker Kitsune rush after that pick onto Landon as well. Lubda halfway to a rail as they're going to attempt to reswing now. Double angle onto Kaneo and Tread. Kaneo has to Suzu out of that one, but Backbone's found Lubda. Aggression on the high ground here. Crispy is all in with Zodiel, and they have found the kills there. And that will just be first point. They've got to deal with the Sim behind, but Tread's got that all taken care of. And Gen.G off to the races.
Off to the races right now. As honestly, Alcad, do they need to change anything? I'm not sure that Gen.G's comp is explicitly better or anything like that. But yeah, just a fall over on
Listen
first. Listen in.
Let's get some thoughts.
I'm looking for a flank one shot. Give me right down, man.
I have one two
Flank one shot the
Yeah,
Zarya.
you see me, right? You guys see me?
Yes.
Yeah. Beat main. Now. Someone. Both sides. Need bubble.
It's fine.
Fight this gunner.
Push that box.
Yeah, I'm holding the choke. So, I'm trying. Who's is it?
Why do they fox?
Give me one.
I'm not back yet.
Spinning out.
Okay,
Tough.
Just keep it calm, okay? I'm not back yet, and we're rushing for no reason. We can really chill. Yeah, but just they use grab carry, right?
Oh no, Backbone thinks they use Grav. It was them who used Grav. Oh, nobody tell him.
No, Jamie!
Nobody tell him.
Jamie's furious, yeah. Keep it calm. Keep it clear. Let's track some of their ultimates. Clock for clock. Lubda's found Kaneo immediately. So a rough opening. Backers decides to invest. There's shit everywhere. There's shit all through the sheets.
His Grav came out. Wait, Crispy's got
two
one.
trades.
Wait.
Chase and Lubda both fall. Maybe it's not shit everywhere. Maybe it's a winnable scene.
They can use the other side of a sheet. That's a terrible solution.
That's a terrible, yeah, no.
What if I just turn it over?
I hope you never have to work anywhere where there's shit in shits, because you're going to be like an elder abuser.
Just turn it over. What's your problem? Alright, Kitsune Rush ready for Landon now in the second one. Gen.G have to be careful on this walk up, for they have no ultimates. For Kitsune Rush from Landon though, and Backbone's going to unburrow in front of all of them, doesn't get out on that drill dash timing, and that'll be a quick reset off the back of that Kitsune Rush. They can walk all the way forward. Keen to get some of the cleanup kills now as well. Lubta's going to find Kanale. That's for healing gone, no chance of a Suzu, and they're going to be sent all the way back to this choke now, Gen.G.
Yeah, time to back it right off as... Whew. Gen.G, I mean, now they've got absolutely nothing by way of ultimates, so it's a little bit scary, in all honesty. Qadsiah, they get to hold on with a symbol, with a tidal blast, and I mean, Gen.G, they need a one bot from Jamie. He needs to sneak in on the side, find some value. You can get some value going, because otherwise it's going to be very, very tough for Gen.G to actually break this choke. And you can see there's just too much poke, too much spam. Backers can't even work his way in. Zodial pre-fighted by Kellex and Check is just spamming away. I mean, something's got to change here.
Yeah, I feel like Backbone needs more, and it even needs like more support on some of these flanks or something, because he's never getting out of any of these engages, whether that's Crispy or Kanale taking a more aggressive position. Obviously, it's a little bit tricky with a Kiri Lucio to support the side so much, but feels like you just need a little bit more so Backbone can get value here. Tread's going to try and swing the corner now. Bubble from Backbone comes through. Forces a backwards TP from Checkmate. He has Simwolf in his next fight, but the grab from Tread, in theory, should be more powerful. They don't have TP for a while, so there is a grab opportunity. He's going to drop it as well. Kitsune Rush comes out. Teleporter is there, but they don't get it. Unburrow comes through. A Tidal Blast onto Checkmate, but not enough to turn the tides by any means. Suzu to make sure there's no trades. Landon will get taken down on point, and a big fight for Gen.G that goes their way, and now they've got beat overclock for this snowball.
Beat and clock for the snowball right now. So critical that they've broken the choke when they have, because now they can just push all the way through second point. Slide back for Zodial quite early on. Amp on point as well. You can see Backbone just under the ground. Crispy dancing with death, beat force, but gets the value that they need. Checkers will fall immediately, and Gen.G, they just crash out forward. Qadsiah, no response by way of ultimates. Still well and truly in it.
Good push from Gen.G there, clear beat advantage, so they were just able to take it. Kellex actually going to speedring people out of spawn before going back to Wuyang. Now it's going to be Clock versus Clock, but Qadsiah have more ults on the horizon in the form of this grab and this Kitsune Rush. Only a couple of minutes to work with, so a couple of chances. Kitsune Rush with a high ground, but actually Landon just dies to a right click across the map there. Great pick from Tread. Now Kitsune Rush is so far back as well, they can kite it, but Lubta finds the rail at the last minute. Tectonic Shot coming around the corner now onto Chase, has to drop that bubble out. Checkmate has been booped in. Nice boot from Crispy, and now Gen.G have an opening again. Needs to care the grab though.
Oh, Backers, he's already all over Lubta, but he misses everything. Dread is solo grab, but he actually survives it all. And Kanale gets the kill onto Chase. Backers in the wings, ready to push forward. Huge picks for Gen.G. Now they have big open stretch of space and an overclock with which to seal the deal. Kitsune Rush for the point as well. Clock comes out early from Lubta and Gen.G. They're just going to try and kite it initially. I need to coof.
Tread now going to duck inside. Backbone's managed to get out successfully as well. Zodial will respond now. Lubta's flanking with the last of his railroad. Crispy's in trouble. Gets one in the back, but will survive. Zodial now pushes Lubta. Big clock. Two from Zodial. No fear there. Lubta tries to respond, but everyone's there. But Zodial doesn't get the Suzu. They still trade it out. Kitsune Rush on point. Just need to focus down Chase. Kellex is the last one. And this is time in the bank for Gen.G as they complete King's Row.
Does anybody get the feeling that this Zodial guy might be kind of good?
It's just like, he's, I think he's, I mean, it's true with every player, but such a swing in his performances based on confidence. You know, a couple of results go their way, he has some nice games, and all of a sudden he just feels like he's got the biggest stick on the server.
I mean,
thank you,
I feel like they're just playing comps that can pocket the hit scan that little bit more, right? Playing the Zarya really does make a world of difference. I mean, map one, it was largely Kiri Brig the entire time, which he really is just protect the president all day long. When they have to play a little bit more diva, when, you know, maybe when Tread is getting more in the mix, trying to dive backline himself, then things change. But yeah, this is classic size theory. It's an inches diff.
Yeah.
This is classic OC pocket the cast theory. What's
that?
What is that?
It just feels like you've combined words there and said theory at the end. Which is something we never do. Ours are always very well thought out.
Yeah, it's not just thought out, but established theories. Like, come on.
Yeah, people have noticed in chat as well, but Crispy actually on 0 deaths for the course of that offense as well, so can't have too many complaints.
Classic OC play the game and shoot the bad guys theory. Exactly, Juice. Exactly. Oh god. Spawn doors open and Gen.G, they've made a change. Tread over to the Ramatra. Does not want to defend on Zarya. You can see Qadsiah right now, they're rolling out on a counter comp to Zarya. Farah and Sojourn together. This is poke to deal with a Zarya that doesn't even exist. But Checkers, he might just be sticking this because Bacchus is on sim, I suppose. But I do think that this is much weaker. Chase has jumped in and he's actually, you know, baited form at least, but he's got 90 HP. He's got to be very careful.
Heal him! A little bit of help needed for Chase there. And yeah, the DPS matchup is still good for Qadsiah. Checkmate and Lubda will still have a lot of free reign on this first point. It's Chase who's going to have very awkward timings in this Ramatra. You can see at the moment, he's just jumping around the Ramatra. He's managed to get round the corner now, actually. Still has bubble as Crispy tries to get away. They're trying to isolate and body block Tread. Suzu to save his life, but Kaneo was TP'd into the danger zone here. And Chase gets the outplay there. Tread will go down. That leaves Crispy a vulnerable target. And Kaneo has slinked away, but it's all Qadsiah on this first point.
It's a Chase Monkey masterclass right now. He's cleaning up every kill. Backers over to the main now. More narrow chokes. Zarya swap for Tread as well. Is Sodial going to go cast too? Crispy! Crispy's gone down very late indeed. You can see Qadsiah are pushed incredibly deep. Now they get 2 on point. They manipulate the spawns. Ensure that Crispy will be back spawned and no trades come through. Lubda, he dances with death, but he lives to tell the tale. And now it's a scary scene for Gen.G. They don't have the Cassidy. Zodial has to stick with the Freya, which is obviously a good character versus the Winston, but perhaps doesn't synergize quite as well with... Oh god.
Can you go on? Push him, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm girl.
Yeah, push me.
Thanks, Jamal.
Yeah, I can pick up the
Bouncing Thunderkins.
Check.
Yeah, work.
Grab girl.
Yeah, they might have Freya. They didn't swap supports of Freya, so maybe soon.
Oh my god.
Can you hear me out?
I can pick bottom right. I'm with Chase.
Yeah, let's go in a sec. We're doing Zarya. We can shoot Zarya. Zarya one. Bubble and
Man point.
keep push him. Shoot,
May one. Nice.
One at the back.
You okay?
You have up checkmate. I have ult if you need guys. Anyone call me, okay?
Wait, guys, keep pushing, okay?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, I'm in, I'm kidding.
Hit me back and keep up.
Kill one. I use primal, but okay. When.
We're back. I use Primal, but okay. Good comms. Good comms. It's like bitching at your own ping, like you're in the middle of a match.
And that's going to be a reset off the back of that as well.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
my
just
God.
go.
He swapped the tracer, by the way.
Yeah.
Kirill.
Okay, now we stop listening. All right. And that's, yeah, a bit of a disaster fight for Qadsiah. They still have Clock, they still have Primal, still a very difficult next fight for Gen.G. They have that Kitsune rush. The Grav might be the saving grace if Tread can get to it, but they're about to be attacked from a few multiple angles here. You can see Lubda wants to swing onto that side with Backbone, and Kaneo gets the pick immediately onto Backbone. TP away, Zodial tries to respond, but Lubda has full pocket. Kitsune rush out in main, but Chase is tanking most of that now. Pops for Primal as they get the second kill, so they'll definitely get this one, and Payload is moving, so that should just be second point as well.
Second point should be
Zodial's
conceded
1
off
HP
the
behind.
bat. Oh, Zodial's dead as well. Yeah, it's just an easy one for Arcad in the end. It's a huge bank for third point too. What's this, 4.5 minutes? Dicey. Backers with another swap as well. He's over to the Symmetra now. Hero roulette on this defense. Up top, Lubda is trying to get a good angle to keep on poking. Gen.G, they've got the grab, but it hasn't felt like at any point really on this second point has there been a solid hold. Series of picks on second rather than a good, solid fight win, and now they're right back into getting the car pushed against them. Chase up top needs to be cleared, but by who? Is it Zodial to just float up with the help of Kaneo and try to poke him away? Back jump now, and it's time for Tread to start blocking the cart here towards the corner, looking for a grab angle, but doesn't have anything just yet. And the cart has rolled quite a substantial distance. Kitsune rush comes out through main as the opening layer, but the pulse is good.
Opening pick for Checkmate now. More pressure coming through. They drop the grab, but it doesn't look like any kills are coming.
No
Chase will drop a
kills.
bubble to make sure as well. That was Gen.G's last chance really on this defense. They needed something out of that grab. They're going to come back with Tidal Blast and the bowler, but it's so late these ones. It's a bowler from spawn. Zodial misses everyone all over their heads. He leaps onto point, doesn't make it. And it's a much bigger time bank for Qadsiah.
That's a big bank. That's really tough now. Gen.G felt like there were some serious signs of life on, every map we've seen so far, but just slips through their fingers in these crucial moments. Second point walked over. First point outclassed by Chase, and yeah, now third point.
The swaps just
essentially
feel
one
rough
fight.
too, right? Like for the fact that where they end on like a Zarya sim comp up against like a Freya and a Winston, there's just nothing for them to really fight. You can see Backbone on these sim TP off angles trying to help clear the Winston, but Tread can't really contest it. Backbone can't really contest it. Zodial can poke it a bit, but none of it feels quite right. Obviously, the go-to swap here would be Reaper, which of course OWCS have banned, but kind of raises some questions over whether they can make the Zarya work when this Winston is open and, you know, and Chase is in the lineup. Hi, Lillian.
What's wrong with the YouTube thumbnail? Invisible Scout. I don't even look at them. Pot of Greed, and it's a picture of tree. What's wrong with that?
Seems kind of on brand.
Yeah, what's bad about that? Tree's a greedy little bastard. Like, what's wrong with that?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Why are you dancing for Gen.G right now, homosexual? Like, what are we doing here? Like, grow up.
They're not out of it yet, but with a minute on their second attack here, they need something to work with. They're going to go over onto the Zarya Venture. Chase has started on the Winston this time on the defense as well. See Backbone lining up to go around the corner now. Eyes on the high ground, drill, dash, and burrows underneath as well, just trying to scare everyone back. Threatening to go deeper here, actually, but he's forced him to the back high ground, and he'll just take his space. Tread is just behind him as well, so next bubble rotation, he can push the back line. Crispy is in, actually. Kaneo was going to help finish off Lubta there. I think he must have got knocked down or something. Crispy dies for it, though. They're all low, actually, on the backline of Qadsiah as well. Dive in. Suzu is good from Landon, but he can't get away from it. Chase, though, he's traded 2 as well. They're going to get themselves on point here with only 15 seconds left, but the recontest is more than on.
How's Chase managed to find 2 on the back jump? Now, Backbone goes forward, looking for a squishy to kill, but he's found nothing, and instead Crispy will fall on the point. Checkmate takes him down. Tread trying to survive, but he's boxed by Checkmate and Chase together, and all they're going to get for their trouble is 1 tick. Seemed so on for Gen.G here, but they just don't have it. I mean, I feel like Kaneo, when he died, he dropped into the back or something. He TP'd up top onto Backbone, and then Backbone pushes back towards the mini side. I'm pretty sure Zodial and Kaneo like pushed. Did they push through the arch or something?
I'm not sure.
Because they both died to Chase, like as he was back jumping.
You know, when we were on Backbone's POV going
thanks
top.
for 3 months.
We're on Backbone's POV going top, and as, you know, he cleared people off that high ground, I think Lubda must have fallen down or something, because all of a sudden Crispy, like, flings himself across point, you know? Like, so clearly they have killed something.
It wasn't Crispy that died, though, was it?
It was Crispy who died first. And Kaneo died shortly afterwards. But, like, Crispy, like, flings himself for that kill, essentially. So I don't know if Kaneo was, like, caught up in the try, you know, a classic Kiriko TPs to try and save someone, and then ends up just getting them both killed.
Could be one of the classic blunders.
And now, needs to be a perfect hold here. It's going to be a start on the Ramatra sim for Gen.G.
I'm told Jamie is 11 and 10 right now, which is... Also...
Well, it's still positive. Hard to be negative about a positive, right?
His sim, though, I'll show you how to be negative about a positive. Don't you worry about that. I can put a negative spin on anything you want.
I mean, you're the doctor and out of us, so... I'll defer to your qualifications.
Yeah, no, I'm sorted for this one, mate. Nothing to fear. More spam for Qadsiah. Zava capped first point last with very little resistance, and we'll have to see whether or not they can do it this time. Zodial's found Kellex pre-fight as the spawn doors open. A fantastic start. Just need 3 more minutes of that.
Yeah, Chase is going to get punched out on the low ground defensive bubble. Back jump doesn't get out either, so everything is good so far. So a pretty good opening 15 seconds. Just need that, what, 12 more, 13 more times? No problem. Now Chase is going to go over to the Wrecking Ball, actually, here. Chance to get behind. I don't think anyone can really stop him doing that if he wants to do that either. He's going to choose to go bottom right now, and there's going to be no one contesting it, so he has this engaged on Kaneo already. TP has been forced as he goes for it. Zodial's on the low ground. They push forward and killed Landon, actually. They're just ignoring the ball. Chase is going to regroup with the team, but everything's already gone. There's a Pharah behind them, actually, but so low is Checkmate's half HP, but he's gone even deeper behind, so they survive for now, Gen.G, but they are getting encircled.
close around, and all it takes is Qadsiah getting an overwhelming number of angles, and then a little bit of point tap as well, and it will be all she wrote.
They push
But
forward.
Tread, God, he's pushing deep. Canale's down. Tread maybe can't find that kill, a little bit too deep, and yeah, that'll be the map. It's Gen.G. They simply cannot trade this scene. Backers TP on the point, but it's a 1v5 situation, I'm afraid, Jamie. So yeah, fork in that.
Yep, 2 minutes 11 seconds to spare, and they will be more than fine. Qadsiah 2 maps in a row, and pretty straightforward in the end there, but there's so much cope, I feel like, for Gen.G, you know? In the sense of there's situations there where it really feels like things could go so much better for them. And maybe even should go so much better for them. Alright, map 2 points up as well.
No more Cassidy success as well. Like, this was their pick. They had huge success on Cass, and they didn't even play it on this map, right?
But it's
like,
also, I guess you can also look at it. There's like no protect on the Reaper. Obviously, they banned Hazard instead to protect the Zarya. I guess that's kind of a problem with the comp a little bit, is you need to protect both parts of it. It felt like they had a good solution to not need Reaper previously, but didn't see any signs of that here.
I mean, what's going to happen? Like, map 3, you know, it'll be like a Cass ban. If not a Cass ban, a Zarya ban. Like, if it's open, Zarya ban. Maybe Gen.G is just eternally protecting Zarya right now. Like,
yeah, I think they have to, yeah, because Reaper's now been banned, right? So that one is now just open no matter what. So they can target, you know, like Mei or Sim or something from Backbone, but it feels a lot less impactful. I guess the worry is, what they can also do is maybe target the Lucio. Maybe Gen.G just get away with that one against Qadsiah, even though Qadsiah played a bit more of the Wu Yang Kiri today. It's not really their go-to look. So, but Qadsiah's been doing fine on the Wu Yang as well, so it is technically an option here, and it's kind of the same problem for Gen.G, right? Is they're always just like, they kind of need to protect, support, DPS, and tank a lot of the time. I feel like they've gotten better at it, you know, more alternate solutions, but they are also playing Qadsiah, who are the best team in the region at the moment.
First time Aga bounce from Cinnamon 0456. Welcome. The damage numbers don't tell too much of a tale, to be honest. I mean, only 20% more eliminations.
Yeah,
I mean, but it wasn't a complete blowout.
I mean, it felt like
prize pool. Nice, Razor. That's all it takes. You know, you asserted dominance over the bottom of EMEA, and you got some money for it.
I was gonna say, yeah, it didn't feel like Gen.G were losing a lot of the actual fights. Like, I feel like, you know, if you were the coach of Gen.G, if you could put yourself in Krusty's shoes for a moment, I feel like half of those fights you would just review and be like, oh, the problem is we're just fucking stupid in some of these fights, guys. Think of that ult economy on their attack, right? I know they still finish with time, but what a disaster. Think of that second point defense, you know? Think of that first point defense as well. And there's so many just sort of like big errors that put them on the back foot here. And you're playing Qadsiah, so you really can't afford to give them any more advantages.
Yeah, no scope for blunders here, I'm afraid. Oh, I want to boil the water for the coffee, you know? Like, no coffee is killing me right now.
You've had no coffee since you got up?
No, because I woke up too late. It was like really poorly executed bedtime theory, to be honest. I tried to take a little nap, and like now I'm just here in the pits.
Not the pits.
Yeah, no, it sucks to be in the pits, dude. Trust me, you do not want to be in the pits.
Well, talk to me tomorrow after I stay up late tonight, and then I'll tell you about pits.
Shit, are you doing the long haul?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got to do the giveaways, haven't I? You know, like these skin bundles aren't going to give away themselves.
True. Do you have any Team Liquid bundles? Because that's what we've been, you know, really. A homosexual every stream, he asks for a Team Liquid bundle, and what we get is 50 gifted subs from Turkey. Like,
homosexual, tonight, I'll be giving away Team Mega Pack bundles, and those Mega Pack bundles contain the skins of a selection of 3 teams, and one of those teams is Team Liquid. It comes with some SSG skins and some Twisted Mind skins as well, but you can never have too much skin.
I mean, I feel like people quite literally have skin removal surgery because they believe that you can have too much skin. But let's not get into the weeds of it, okay?
Look, if I wanted advice on plastic surgery or any type of surgery, I'd be talking to Morello, not you, Max. Yeah.
No
Can we rig the race? No, homosexual. You got to win it fair and you got to win it square.
What now? I think this cast ban is quite devastating for Gen.G.
Sojourn Reaper,
Zodial. Zodial's good for it on Sojourn, but when he actually looked like he was dominant, it was definitely when he was able to play the Cassidy and just WKM1. I think Chase will be unlocked on the ball with no Cassidy in play, and Zodial isn't going to be able to just walk and apply this constant pressure in the same way that he could. He'll still receive pocket, he'll still be alive, but it's just not the same. You don't have that same level of output on Sojourn that you do on Cass.
Now Chase behind, just sort of walking amongst them for now. Just get a roll through and a slam. Forces a bubble, forces a Suzu, I think, as well. Zodial can't connect that shot into checkmate, but does force him away for now. And they have survived for first engage. Booped in, booped out. Tread getting thrown about, but he is okay. And now it's on Qadsiah. You can see the name of the game, right? Just cycle after cycle to try and soften up Gen.G until something breaks, until something gives. But first two, Gen.G have weathered.
First storm weathered. Just, a few more. Zodial slides in, very aggressive angle right now. He needs the shot. He hits it on Landon, but no Pocket can save him from that one. Honestly, Pocket probably could have saved him. I don't think he got bubbled there. So maybe he could have been pocketed through that one. Kanale's been traded out as well. Suzu does not convert, and that's just going to be a complete collapse for Gen.G. Everybody on the back step. Qadsiah now rolling forward with it. Disaster. Treads on Diva. Game's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good swap into the comp. I was just thinking as well, maybe, like, Brig feels a little bit awkward into this. Obviously, great matchup versus the ball and all that, but then not a lot of ability to really sort of repel Lubda or checkmate in any scenarios. Would Lucio be better, potentially? More opportunities to sort of pocket Zodial around, potentially? But for now, though, Qadsiah, they have won that first fight, and they are setting up forwards. Checkmate is on the left-hand side. Chase is to the very top right of your screen right now, looking for this engage. TP to flip. Wait, Zodial doesn't take it. He's going to take it very delayed, but they flip successfully back towards middle, and Tread has picked up a robot here as well. So now, good situation for Gen.G. They've got him on the wrong side of the map.
Flip through for Kanale. Card control really solid right now for Gen.G, but they've got to be careful not to get wrapped on from both sides. They are currently stuck in the middle of everything. The clock is out for Lubda. Simwall in response from Backers is good. Tread's still in suit as well, so it could be another storm weathered right now for Gen.G. Beats available for Kellex though, and a beat push turn could be deadly. Drops the beat from the top rope. Backers goes down. Kitsune rush in response from Kanale. Rally 2 from Crispy. Hits the bash onto Landon, but no kill converted. Checkers is on the run, but he's double conked his way out of danger. Lubda and Checkers both go down in the end though. Pause, hold, and somehow, some way, Gen.G, they've done it. Kanale finds another kill, and now Qadsiah, they invest heavily, but they don't get the ultimates.
Yeah, Chase will survive, get out towards that Mega. It really does feel like this pretty almost it's attack versus defense. It's really just, can Gen.G weather enough storms, find enough trades throughout all of it? The answer that time was yes. Zodial was going early with the clock hit just to force for checkpoint, I think. He's forced everyone back into spawn, but there's not a lot of people to shoot at here. They're going to have a little peek back. Zodial's going to have one rail, but they've actually contested for payload, but it does mean you see checkmate go down off screen. He was trying to stall the point, but he was completely isolated by that zoning overclock.
Kitsune rush on Kart, they don't want to let it go. They swing into it, and Gen.G are actually going to kite this out. 5v4, but they don't want to fight too aggressively. They're going to have a 5v5 on their hands in no time at all because Checkers is back so fast on the tracer. Jamie gets caught out on the kite. But Zodial, absolutely miraculous trades here. Landon and Lubda both go down. Troglodyte. Roll on through for Chase, but Zodial's just good for it up top. 3 for the young gun, and that's going to be checkpoint conceded now. Nicely done.
Yeah, I mean, consistently so far in Stage 3, Gen.G have made it look like Esperanza is their best map, really. Been competitive on it against everyone, won it multiple times as well. Now they're going to be repositioning back onto the high ground here. A bit of a park it situation. Tread will steal the few meters he can, but won't be too worried about that. Gen.G have really set up their camp here. You can see the sim turrets now, Crispy marking that top right-hand side. They've had to use Suzu, but Zodial's good for it again. They do get the trade, though. Checkmate and Chase getting that one late. Now Tread coming back. No, going forward, they're flipping the map actually. Chase is on over the top, looking for the slam. Kitsune rush from Kanale to keep going. Not too many people to shoot at. I feel like Gen.G are very keen just to use ults to move the cart at times, but they're not even moving it this time. Checkmate's keeping it stalled. Now Chase comes through, and the respawn's going to be now quicker slightly. Actually TP back here as well.
Yeah, given up on the flip, didn't get the card around the corner with that Kitsune rush turn, unfortunately. Landed's incredibly low, but an overhealth transfer will keep him healthy. Push now for Tread, trying to find the kill on Landon. He's TP'd up top, he's just above Tread for the moment, but Kinale finds the kill in the end. That's a one-man lead right now. Minefield comes out up top, Zodiel needs help, he gets the pocket that he needs, even getting a bit of Matrix as Suzu too, or the bucket. You think it's Yubi on the Sojourn right now. Rally comes out, Chase gets bashed, he cannot escape. He proceeds to escape. But he's got 300 HP with which to do it. So I could see it. They've done an unreal job holding card.
They're going to go for the clock here on the recontest. They're all on the low gun, but Crispy is taking care of checkmate. Symbol out as well. Just need to get Tread that side of the wall as well. And now all of a sudden, Lupta can't find anything. Gen.G listening.
We can go swing man X so fast.
Yeah, I can take the clock here.
On our toes, mate, on toes.
I'm on the window.
So just shot top left.
Yeah. They have support ults. I'm just on point now.
Disengage back to top from corner, okay?
Okay.
Make the minute. Don't give up on the space. Make the minute.
Low off. Get ready. They're coming back a bit. I can take one took with clock now. I'm clock. 3, 2, 1. Look one. Take his space. Shoot monkey.
Just good for it. 99 on BT.
Hold high monkey. Good. I'm on the back.
Jamie with the plan to kite back to the high ground. 5v5. Zodiel with the win con to shoot the enemy team with your ult and win.
It's classic OC theory. What if I shot the bad guys with the gun? And now Gen.G have
so classic OC.
Now Gen.G have a pretty significant lead. All of a sudden, Qadsiah, they have the beat to come back with, but if I'm Gen.G, I'm dropping this Kitsune rush, just trying to absorb that first beat wave. Kellex is really in there. Care the turrets, mate. Care Zodiel, mate. Doesn't get the chance of a beat. Now they can play to win. They've lost Tread's suit, though. Are they trying to go back? Yeah, they've turned it into a kite, actually. They went out the other door. They need Tread's suit before they can really take this fight again, and that gives a chance for Kellex to come back with beat.
Can somebody get Tread a suit? Because they're giving up so much cart right now, despite the advantage. Suit up, Tread! Finally, he's back on. He's pushing Landon underneath. He's had to TP out. Yeah, no, it's a tennis suit for sure. Jump up top now for Chase, and he's just going to get run down by this Kitsune rush turn. Massive swing. It's really on for Gen.G right now. 113 meters. They're pushing on. Slide bit messed up for Zodiel right now. He can't TP out of this one, but Crispy with the rally. Double bash for naught. Backer's dead. Kellex is behind. Can they catch him? I feel like they're struggling. Double angle between Kellex and Landon, allowing, or preventing rather, Crispy from actually pushing deep. But just trades back and forth, and Qadsiah, they come out on top of this.
Yeah, Kinale will find another one actually here. Will then get swept up by Chase, but Gen.G, they've got themselves a pretty significant lead here. And ult situation, not the worst for Gen.G. About to have overclock, about to have symbol, self-destruct thrown in there, but Qadsiah are coming up to 4, so they have ult advantage. But now Gen.G have a big lead to work with. It's all about managing the game. Can they force ults out of Qadsiah here, make this next fight expensive, and then have a more reasonable fight, potentially for checkpoint?
I mean, Landon's already had to TP back, needs to be careful. Push forward now, Symbol is out for checkmate. Nothing in response from Gen.G. They don't have much to throw into it, to be fair. They've lost cart control in all of this, and you can see Kellex runs over to the side, but he gives up on the cart in order to start pocketing Libda. This might just be a one and done fight where it might be... What? Poco bomb from Tread feels optimistic at best, and the only upshot here is that Qadsiah did not push cart for the majority of that fight.
No, they'll get another fight before checkpoint if they want. They have the Sim 2. They are swapping on to Zarya as well. So there's a chance here if they want to maybe TP flip to the high ground, leave Tread or someone to contest as well. Downside is Gen.G's comp's not the great at contesting point, and Qadsiah are actually holding forward as well to try and make this as awkward as possible. TP flip behind, but I don't think they're going to make this checkpoint in time. So they're just going to play for position more than anything else, Gen.G. But Qadsiah, they've held and managed their ult economy well, so it's pretty even, 3 for 3 going into this next fight.
I'm not sure about this Zarya swap, to be honest. I feel like if you're a Winston player, you'd be quite happy to be going up against Gen.G's comp right now. I feel like there's lots of targets that you can really easily deal with. Chase jumps top, throws down the bubble. He is really in. Kitsune rushes out as well. Chase is on, and Zodiel will fall to the Primal Rage and a bit of Landon's assistance. Crispy's found a trade somewhere in this, and the cart has pushed quite significantly back for Gen.G. Kitsune rush also in Kinale, and they will even up the fight 3 versus 3. Again, they can rob the cart here. They can start pulling it back, turn off those close spawns at a minimum. Tread with the the personal bubble gets it done, and Chase is actually back spawned from this. So very nicely done for Gen.G. Even though the Primal Rage was good, even though Lubda's finding trades on Canale right now, I mean, there's only 30 seconds on the clock. So anything Gen.G can do to prevent meterage is okay right now, but it does hurt to see Tread and Canale going down here.
Yeah, it's not the worst, but there was definitely more to get out of that situation, I think. Now, we're coming to the final 20 seconds, and Qadsiah still have a lot of lead to gain. They've got the overclock to start with. Zodial has one as well. There is going to be a rally and a beat in the mix of this next one as well. If the fight goes long, Checkmate will have a quicker sim wall as well, but a long way before that. And Gen.G have actually flipped to the high ground, but they're not control of the robot here. They have to be careful. They walk forward. Overclock. Lubda gets shut down before the beat, actually. Huge kill. Rally out now. Bash sets up a headshot as well. Checkmate tries to flip. It has to reload a little bit here, but now they're pushing Checkmate. Checkmate is dealt with. Qadsiah, their player's down. They're not going to get the sim wall up in time. Lubda didn't even get a chance to use the clock. Zodial ripped his head off so quickly. And Gen.G are going to win Esperanza.
It's Gen.G macro masterclass, and I mean, cannot sleep on Zodial right now. Ricardo, please, in the chat. Cannot sleep on Zodial right now. The guy is absolutely dominating every single map. Yeah. Especially maps 1 and 3, just feels like he's been completely unmatched by Lubda. Really putting on an insane performance. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to boil the water now for the coffee. Xavier, you're in charge.
Ooh, I'm in charge. All right, scoreboard is up, and biggest winner immediately looks like it might be Zodial here. Top damage, 22 and 5. Can't really complain. Crispy, 11 and 3. Decent amount of healing as well. I think Crispy's going to continue to score well. So actually, yeah, really impressive map from Gen.G. And I think, honestly, you look at the course of this series, and again, we're going to have to keep coming back to that Lijiang Tower because it was such an unbelievable miss from Gen.G to let that one go through. But they're right back in the series. Obviously, now Qadsiah will get to pick the remaining maps in the series, which is obviously a bit of a problem. But not too bad. Now we've seen a few different looks from Gen.G as well, in terms of we've seen them with the Kiriko, the Brig, the Sim, the Mei, a little bit of the Reaper, the Sojourn, the Cass. It feels like no matter what Zodial plays at the moment as well, he's just out on top. You know, think of all the praise we've sort of lathered on Lubda across the stage and how good he's been at some of these international tournaments as well. And today, Zodial's just better. Obviously, it comes down to that a lot on Hitscan, but can't argue with what we're seeing in front of us. Thank you, Power Puika, for the 10 months. No, I don't think so. Only new theories. Do we have any new theories? We had a conspiracy theory about the Library of Alexandria. If that counts. But yeah, should we get the numbers up? I don't know if Artemis said they're done yet. Ooh. Pocket the cast theory. That's not a new theory though. All 10 up. Beautiful. Thank you, Artemis. All right. Canale the big winner there, actually 9.5. Was anyone on the Gen.G Gambit? I know DD was actually messaging in the Discord earlier. DDPIOP. And they said... I'm on the Gen.G Gambit. And I was like, it's not a Gambit if you're just throwing your money away. But maybe DD was the smartest of us all. Today, I called my kebab shop, and I was able to order within 14 seconds. They answer and say, hello, Chris, usual, and that was that. Is that good or bad? I mean, it's good in terms of convenience, and it means you're supporting local businesses, and it's nice. It's nice to have a relationship with the staff that you see regularly. But it's possible you might be getting too many kebabs. Yeah. Out of curiosity, though, what is the usual? I'm probably just going to go... I want to say... chicken and chips. Doner wrap, chips, garlic sauce. Okay, so I was mostly completely wrong. Yeah, when I go, I normally... it depends how much I'm eating. If I'm just trying to have... if I want leftovers, I'll get like a mixed kebab. And, mixed kebab and just on naan, and then like a side of chips. If I'm just trying to have a meal, I'll probably just have like doner and chips or something. If you get good enough connection with staff, hook you up with free stuff. Yeah, I used to always go past... I don't know if... do other cities... is Dixie's Chicken a chain, or is that just something in Nottingham? I used to go to Dixie's Chicken a lot on the way home from work when I worked at the cinema. And oh boy, because I was normally like the last customer of the night because I'd come past late. I would just get like, you know, like like wings and strips meal, and I'd get so many extra wings and strips because they just empty the thing for me. So that was class. I'd get like a £7, you know, like chips, chicken, and drink, and I'd get so much extra stuff. So, you know, familiarity is good in these things. It gets sorted out. Oh yeah, Dixie's chicken, for those who don't know, it's like cheap fried chicken. Not the cheapest though. Does anyone have a Maryland chicken in their city, in their town? We have Maryland in Nottingham, and when I was a student, so obviously, you know, like, you know, calculate your own inflation on this, but it used to be £1.50 for, what was it? I think it was free strips, free wings, and chips, £1.50. What a beautiful thing to get on the way home from a night out. Thank you, Zyto, for the 12 months. It was not in 1987. Were you in Lenton? No, I went to uni in Nottingham.
Ball band.
It wasn't 1887. Colder.
Is this Brig Band low-key really good?
Yeah, gonna force what? Kiri Lucio or Kiri Wu Yang?
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing so much on the Brig in terms of just like getting these insane pocket moments. Every
the rallies have all been good.
Really solid for them. Yeah. I mean, do we feel like every beat turn for Crispy is good historically? Like, is that a thing?
It feels like it's worse with their style as well, right? In the fact that they are just trying to weather all the storms. And then if you weather enough storms, eventually sunshine will come. But with the Lucio, it's a bit harder to do as much weathering.
I mean, I find it quite bothersome if a storm cannot be weathered.
Yeah, I didn't want to upset you, but I just have to call it as it is, you know? Don't shout at the weatherman for the weather.
Me, Master, that was for one person, not for you. I'm shouting at the weatherman and I'm checking my coffee.
Alright, Saravasa is a relatively good ball map as well, so the ball ban makes enough sense here for Gen.G, but obviously the easy pivot for Chase is just to play the Winston instead. Eyes really on the Gen.G DPS, no surprise to see that they're on Kiri Lucio here. What's he shouting about? No surprise to see it's going to be Kiri Lucio. Sim Freya seems to be the choice in all of this. I think the Freya is pretty reasonable in terms of matching up nicely. Again, a lot of damage into the Winston is available. Wouldn't be against seeing the Cass here in this situation either. But no signs of that one. Checkmate's going to go over to Tracer. Kaneo's going to go over to Kiriko. Both teams going to be rolling out opposite sides here. So going to be very much in favor of Zodial initially, a little bit on the range advantage here, and Chase is going to have to play this one relatively slow, I think, for the most part here. Big initial problem for Gen.G will be who contains Checkmate. It's going to be Backbone and Crispy, I think, who have to take a lot of the responsibility here. But you can see already Chase is encroaching. He's closed the gap on the back line, but just a passive jump here for high ground control.
So that's my YouTube thumbnail right now, Tree. Go to YouTube and check what my thumbnail is. Checkmate recall forced early on. Thanks for the 9 months. Welcome back, though. Respect on that one, mate. Enjoy the auto renew. Backers gets dived. Just TPs out of dodge, gets the bubble and the Suzu to keep him alive. So no kills for our cat, but it does look like they're about to get the cap and look to finding Zodial. That should seal the deal. Fuck you, Tree. Not the new vid. Command. You saw it?
Gonna be a slow cleanup here as Qadsiah hunt down a few more of these kills. Looks like Tread has managed to get everyone out. Another bubble jump comes around, but defensive bubble from Tread keeps everyone alive around that corner. And it feels a little bit, I was about to say, it feels a little bit with the Sim Freya. They don't have a great direction with these bubbles for clearing space. But like they do with the Reaper and Bacast. But now on to Reaper. Feels like Tread and Backbone can very much be the initiators here with those bubble turns, and Zodial with the pocket of Kaneo and Crispy can play to just burst down and deal with Chase and checkmate. But going to be a lot on the value that Backbone is able to generate on these bubble turns. He needs to play bold, he needs to play aggressive, need a certain amount of confidence and fearlessness on Reaper as you have to take all these difficult engages. He TP's first to clear the high ground. Now Crispy's coming round, beat on the top right, but not in time for Backbone. Tread also doesn't get the beat either, so lots of pressure coming Tread's way. Defensive bubble as they drop off, but they are low on time here, Gen.G. They have to keep the fight going, a player down. Damage onto Chase, but Qadsiah, they are in complete control of the situation.
They're really hurt.
Just giving it.
Qadsiah just take the first point, and it's cost Gen.G their beat. Zarya Reaper will scale on some of these other points where there's less high ground with which Libda to just, you know, hold and dominate from. But I mean, I'm not sure about, you know, any point where the Zarya Reaper's better, the Freya's probably worse as well. Crispy and Kaneo just getting lost in rotation. And Landon and Checkers are going to clean up those kills. Hang on, 2 trades. Libda land and go down to Tread and backers. Tread kills himself out of respect, actually. So that
Wait, so what makes it? It's just a deathmatch server. Yeah, Zodiac's winning this one. There we go. Chase is the last person standing on a fight. Now, ultimately means nothing, as we're going to move on to the next point as it unlocks. Both teams should actually... I think Chase is going to be here first, but they can really just fight this one, Gen.G. Should be confident. Now you see Backbone getting on point to try and force Chase back. Chase is going to try and bubble off Backbone.
Crazy.
But yeah, he's jumped in on this. He has the Prime one. There is an overclock as well, which forces him back for now. Chase wants to keep going back. He's crazy. Proceeds not to be crazy.
Yeah. Continue rush now from the back of main. Cap has been conceded. Chase is actually primaling in all of this too. Goes forward, boops Tread in. Tread, 96% on the grab, will be taken down. Disaster scene to lose so close to the grab. Needed that online for the exchange. He's not crazy. He's actually completely sane. You see what happens when he doesn't get robbed of his primal rage by ping? He gets to dominate beyond belief. Gen.G now. Next fight. Good ults, but it's taken a long time to get here.
They found Chase hiding in main, but they've not found Checkmate hiding on the right-hand side. And Checkmate does have that pulse bomb as well. TP in aggressively to clear the Wu Yang. Doesn't really land too much damage. Grav turned onto his tidal blast. Can they just burst Chase through it all? Suzu comes out as well, and no, Chase is going to be able to jump back. And it's Backbone and Crispy who die actually here, trying to follow up. And that is a disaster Grav turn. Should be the most powerful of all the ultimates on Gen.G, so really hurts to lose that one. And they've lost it in such a fashion here. I don't know if they really get a recontest. Tread's going to go Diva to try and get back faster, but I don't think it's on.
Touching. Yeah. They're not even doing it. They're standing in spawn and waiting. They're going to swap. Oh, what a mess. Oh, no tap for Gen.G. Jump over to the side now. Jamie's out of spawn. I thought they were staying in spawn to TP or something. Chase, he's crazy.
He's crazy.
He goes. Zodial finds the kill. Zodial's over to Tracer now as well. He's been hard carrying on the hit scan, but he is also, you know, pretty respectable Tracer for a hit scan player. Gets the pinch here as well into Libda. Might be able to convert that kill. God, they're just going for it, and they will find those kills. So Gen.G clean up some much needed kills here in the neutral. Maybe not a free cap though. Libda's going to be back in 10 seconds, and that's when the unlock happens, so very doable.
Yeah, they can fight for it if they want, but again, Tread wants to be the initiator. Drops around the corner, forces for Suzu. Just a bit of harassment to make this touch all the harder. Now they're going to group up on point. No ults if they want to go for it, though, Qadsiah, so they're actually playing it a little bit slow. You can see pressure onto Landon as well. Flip goes through for Gen.G, and still have all of those ults as an advantage. Chase is going to jump to the opposite side. Crispy has the beat ready to go. They're just going to push in the neutral. Crispy goes half HP, but everything is fine, but Tread goes backwards as he goes forward. But Libda is locked up in the room. Blossom to get the job done onto Chase. Forces a recall out as well. Checkmate lobs in the pulse bomb. They do win the fight there, but 2 for 1. But that was also 2, and the 1 is a pulse bomb. So big ult swing for Qadsiah.
Beat Blossom feels like a hot take, considering the circumstances here. No onion theory in that one, but the Blossom felt somewhat necessary by the time that beat was out. Kellex has absolutely run headfirst onto the point. This feels suicidal, to say the least. Both supports, actually, for Qadsiah have flipped over to the point, and in the meantime, Gen.G just gets in there rushed in main. So, take the I'm afraid. Qadsiah's support. Performing the 2-man flip of the century.
So much time for both supports to take their ultimate onto the point, just YOLO it in, leave absolutely everybody else behind as they just die to the Kitsune rush in main. So that's... We thought the previous fight was expensive. This is an expensive way to lose the fight here, because, yeah, Checkmate's just dead. There's no touch. Gen.G have got a point back, and the Diva swap seems to be working, and because of everything they spent there, Qadsiah, the ult economy's been evened up.
Yeah, suddenly right back on. for Gen.G. Getting a much needed bit of reprieve as Qadsiah decide to piss away a huge tank of ults. Lubda's over to Sim as well. I think this isn't something that we see, it's not never, but it's not super common either. He's what the fuck? Suzu's out. But Landon. Chase is just dead, 99 on Primal. Oh, I Primal. TP forward for Backbone now, looking for more. Crispy's trying to decide whether he wants to play Minesweeper or shoot the enemy. He decides to shoot the enemy in the end, but decent Kai for Alcad. They might be able to get back in on this one.
That's class though, actually, just win a neutral. There's a touch actually from Checkmate. If they want to go with Primal, yeah, Chase is back, but they get the flip actually. Crucial moment for Gen.G there as they get the flip. Now they can slow it down a little bit here. Crispy's back to up, Backbone needs some pocket. Chase still has this Primal to chase kills though when he wants to, and they're still a little bit away from a lot of these ultimates.
No free flip.
Qadsiah get themselves back on point. They're touching for a bit. Backbone and Zodiel come in. They kill Kellex. They get behind. Aggressive Suzu. That's for backline dead. No supports. Lubda finds one trade. They do give the flip. Chase has the Primal. I was about to say, I don't think he's going to want to use it in this situation, but I guess he does. He's surely just going to take a pounding and have to run away. And there's the pounding and there's the run away.
Maybe he likes getting pounded. He sees a 2v4 versus a Reaper and a Diva, and he decides, I'm going to rip my Primal Rage right here and now. Pound me. And it happened. So he's actually jumped back to spawn real fast, and he's over to Zarya instead to counter out the Diva. He is crazy. It's true, Fork. It's true. He's crazy. Gen.G now. Huge ult swing in their favor. Beat push available. The beat spin, the signature move of Gen.G is on the cards. Crispy has to amp it up just to get away from Checkers, who's trying to cut the tail. Crispy! It's dead to air. Dead to Checkmate solo, killing him in the back from Bo's MP. Tidal Blast comes out into Lubda though, and that's a 0-man. So it's a 1-for-1 trade for the moment. Gen.G still have an advantage. But Qadsiah, they are going to get to push back in with a rush and a wall at a moment's notice. So maybe the beat spin, they've saved it for the perfect time. It was actually presence of mind on Crispy's part to hold on to that beat and die.
Streets ahead. Checkmate comes in for a touch. He doesn't have recall, so he gets a defensive bubble. Beat to keep pushing now as well. Blossom over the top. Lubda goes down. Not too much out of that from Backbone, but he just stopped the flip going the way of Qadsiah. 2 kills off the point. Where will we go? Oh, Backbone. Oh my god. He even threw me for a second there. And he kills Checkmate as well. Dingle landed as well. Backbone does it all. 2-2. And it's on.
If these guys go to 5 and then lose map 5, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be so upset. If they go to 5 and lose, I'm going to be vexed. Like, genuinely unreal. Tread's got bomb now. Qadsiah actually have nothing. They've spent every ultimate. Zodiel hiding in the wings. Almost one click left and forces the Suzu early. Very nice, isn't it? Dirty. Suzu from Kanale, not sure what that was for, but you know what? I'm sure there was a good reason. They're chasing down Checkers right now. Can't find the kill. Body's on the point for the moment. Chase walks forward, but immediately bullied back by backers. And it's Gen.G that are going to have the old swing first. Kanale's 85 on the Kitsune rush.
Yeah, really nice moves there. Thank you, Mr. Fish, for the 19 months as well. Chase, he's in. Yeah, he gets forced back. Bomb has come out from Tread. He clears him as well. There's just 2 kills. They get it. They do trade 1, but it's player advantage for Gen.G. They get themselves onto point, and yeah, Tread's going to clean this one up as well. Hopefully, no need to use any more ults. Just care your mech. There we go. All the cleanup for Tread, and Gen.G, all of a sudden, they win first fight on this final point. Now they've got Kitsune Rush a little bit before Landon as well, and Chase doesn't quite have the Grav. Once that Grav's online, Qadsiah will have the more powerful ultimates as long as it doesn't get eaten. But they need to get to that point. If Gen.G are really aggressive here, there is a small window, but I don't know how aware of it they will be.
Man, it feels like it's really in their hands right now. Gen.G so potentially good for it.
They're going.
It's all on Chase's grab. Kitsune rush from the flank. They catch Landon early. Kellex, he can't survive either. He can survive. He's so fast. Unbelievable. Crispy's on the chase now, but they're not going to get it done. Either way, Gen.G have a 1-man advantage. There's no healing for Qadsiah. So really important that Gen.G push this out. They're allowing Alcad to play slow. They're allowing Landon to get back in. Backers is TP'd on. He's found Kellex. Lubda's low. The spin is good. The beat is better. The pulse doesn't even need to be TP'd off because the beat was so good. And suddenly Qadsiah backs well and truly to the walls. Zodiel, auraless pulse bomb, but
they need to touch.
Come on. Oh, nobody can touch.
Thank you, Daniel, for the raid. You're just in time to maybe see the map 5. Kellex dies going for it as well. Now, Chase has got himself on point. He has grabbed. There's a Kitsune rush as well. They're not giving this one up. They need a huge grab, though. Tread is out of mech. Chance for a huge grab. The grab is giant as well. And Qadsiah, they're not done yet. They had to spend the ultimates. But Kellex, a step ahead, dies just before beat. So they actually have beat advantage for this next fight as well.
I'm so vexed. 3v5, 3v5, 5-man grab, like an actual 5-man grab, like we just did at the Dragon to close it out, you know? Like Gen.G have nothing. They've got nothing coming for them right now.
Zarya.
They've gone Zarya, the Zarya Reaper versus Zarya Sim. The Reaper's way better in the neutral here, but the beat obviously comes up trumps. So Alcad, I mean, if they can milk the clock, they can just make it last. Really important for Gen.G to fight fast. Need to get on there with backers. 2 bubbles and a dream. First bubble's out, but no beat forced. Now the beat pushes on. It's already 55%, Xavier. This kite, Tread's gonna die.
Yeah. 1-for-1 trade, actually. Tread takes Lubda with him, but they need to be careful turning this into a long fight. Kanail's on point. Kellex is low, actually. Backbone is going for the kills, but Landon gets the cleanup. Oh, they've lost it too slow, I think.
This team.
Zodiac was late to die as well.
Crispy has to touch.
Get your skates on, Crispy.
He's limping!
Oh, he sprained his ankle! He's get bubbled through, he doesn't make it! Zodial's gonna blink for it as well, Tread is running, Zodial doesn't make it, and it ends! Qadsiah win the series!
Oh, no way, dude!
Oh, how do we get 5-man grabbed? You know what, I'm vexed! I'm vexed!
I'm so bothered. They're so low. It's landing chase Lubda.
Think about Lijiang Tower. Think about Suravasa. How on earth have Qadsiah won this series 3-1? They should have lost it 3-1.
Nothing ever happens. Like, no way. And then when Kellex has the beat, like they just fight so slow.
Yeah, they just needed to like int on Chase basically, you know what I mean? Just put Kellex in a situation where he has to force the beat. Yeah. Make it messy, get some trades or something as well if you can, sure, whatever. And then just come back, take a full neutral. And fuck. How do we get
so sad?
How do we get grabbed in this situation? I'm going back to
5-man grab, dude. Like,
So, like, we killed Checkmate. Really good chase. Backbone manages to pick up the kill on Kellex on point as well. I think Kellex must be going for the touch because they know Checkmate is all sorts of hammed up. So then they come back. They Kitsune rush onto point. We're looking at chase right now. Backbone has been forced to wraith backwards here a little bit as well. So we don't have Backbone's damage on chase right now. And then they just beam Tread. They Suzu everyone. Kanail pushes in. Kanail Suzu's aggressively here as well, but the Suzu doesn't actually get Tread. Kanail's just trying to forceful kill onto Lubda. It's just messy, isn't it? Like, I feel like... Do you remember, like, I think we called it, like, hive mind on London? Just the idea for everyone to sort of act as one in these moments in terms of back, forward, targets, everything like that. And it's just messy, you know, like Backbone's going back, Tread's going forward, Kanail's going forward, and Tread needs for Suzu. At the same time, Crispy and Zodiac are like not quite in there as well. Backbone's still not completely there. They just make a bit of a mess of it, and then they get the D-Mech, and honestly, it's a clutch play from Chase, but it's one of the easiest grabs he's going to have to hit, you know? Like just D-Mech for Diva and press grab, and everyone happens to be standing there.
Legend Soul. This vexes me.
Anyone else feeling vexed right now?
I'm feeling so vexed. I feel like I could be in the cast of House MD with how vexed I am. Like, it's just, this is fucked. Hunter, why won't it prompt me to use my Prime? I'm vexed. Prime Gaming Benefits Reminder component. Go to My Extensions. Face It drops, uninstall. Prime Gaming Benefits Reminder, Component 1. Component 1 or Overlay 1? What should it be set as?
I actually have I accidentally joined a tech support call?
I am Chase from House MD, by the way. I mean, I'm Australian, right? That's like Chase's thing. We can play, Bunnykins. We can play. Is it meant to be a component?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, in many ways, I think if you're a Gen.G fan, one of the maybe last remaining free Gen.G fans, there's also so much cope here. Now, I know it was like Chase was in, so caveat on it and everything like that, but there's potential. There's potential there in Gen.G. Just need to Just need to get it over. Need to just convert these good situations.
Lenny. Alright, let's get these marbles going.
I can add this next emote if 70V will load for me.
Let's get the marbles going.
Wait, I'm not logged in. Maybe that's the problem. You got it? Thanks, GB. Yeah, I wasn't logged in, so it wasn't loading, but nice. Next game is Peps versus Virtus Pro, if I remember right. Should I look at some numbers from that previous one as well? I mean, you look at the numbers as well. Like, Landon got 7, but all the scores just slightly better on Gen.G. 7.5 for Zodial, 6 for Crispy. Totals across the board, 29 for Kellex, the biggest winner. Zodial 16, 23.5 Kanail, 23.5 Tread. Thank you, Absky7 for the Prime. Welcome back. Chase got 26.5. Checkmate 23, Lubta 20, Landon 25.
Yeah, I get it. Thinking emoji. I get it. Hunter, can you put in a good word for me to get unbanned from the main broadcast? I mean, currently I'm fighting tooth and nail to get a host over clear for the main broadcast. So I don't know if I can afford I don't know if I can afford to.
You've been cleared by Clear? Fuck.
No, I've been cleared by Clear, unfortunately. Didn't even know Clear streamed, to be honest. But you know what? I've discovered it.
I got cleared by him on his first stream.
A lot of people are actually banned on the main broadcast because of Hunter. I mean, you say because of Hunter, like, it's your fault. Like, I didn't force you to go into the main broadcast chat and exclamation mark milk me during a Saudi Arabian event. Like, that was you. Like, you can't.
Wait, you didn't have a gun to his head?
So many people got banned during the SEQ stream, dude. So many people.
Did people at least get the milk they were hoping for?
No, they didn't get the milk either.
They didn't even get the milk?
I told main broadcast to piss on Hunter. Why did this happen? This is your fault, I think. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think you're banned as well. Are you Hunter's Gimp? but for what? What possibly could have occurred?
I wrote "Be so serious" in the unban request and it worked. Nice. Oh, I hate this ad, dude.
Which one? For the team packs? If you want to win team packs, hate spending your own money, would rather win it and a game of chance? Well, boy, do I have a game of chance for you later. After the OWCS finishes, we'll be playing some marbles. We'll be giving away a whole load of bundles, including mega team pack bundles. So all the team skins for all your favourite teams and some of your not so favourite teams available to win. All you need to do, win a race, spin an MCD.
We need more sponsors on this stream. Like, we need better ads. All we get is the DHL Clanker waving and, like,
Face it.
ads for stuff that Blizzard sell, you know? Like, Face It and skins in-game. Like, we need new ads.
Does
I had a
anyone
2-year
make some
ban for
ads?
saying RCK was lobotomized on Sombra in like 2019. Jesus, that's a blast from the past. I need that old picture of Rick looking like he's strung out. Like there's this incredibly strung out picture of Rick with these massive like red eyes and eye bags. Like
Oh, I know the one. Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Yeah,
He used to get spammed all the time.
Yeah, Ripper used to post it and just say Rick. It's good. I haven't thought about RCK in years. Dude.
No, met him a few times at like World Cup and stuff, and he's actually the loveliest guy in the world. So much time.
Did he have the red eyes? Like
no, it was just super friendly. You know how you've met Finnish people before, you know, and they're either like the most introverted person or they're like life of a party. Will talk to anyone. He was the extrovert end of the spectrum. Super nice guy. When he wasn't strung out, of course.
Yeah,
God, where are you gonna find it?
Look at my DMs with Ripper.
Yeah, are you in the Hurricane Discord, maybe? Maybe it was ages ago.
I mean, that Discord is hard to search, dude. I remember trying to find a picture of KSA on Dorado on some goofy angle playing Sigma with the top and bottom caption KSA angle, KS angle.
Yes,
or whatever.
yes, I remember those.
I actually looked through like 4,000 pictures in the
God.
team Discord and I couldn't find it. Like
No
I legit
way.
like sat down for an hour scrolling through has image